Hello students, today we will see examples of chapter number 7, that is alternate currents. Okay, we have already completed few examples. So let's start with example 7.6. A resistor of 200 ohm and a capacitor of 15 microfarad are connected in series of 220 watt. See, resistor having resistance as 200 ohm and capacitor is having the capacitance of 15 microfarad, means 15 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad, connected in series to an AC voltage of 220 watts. So we can take the VRMS, that is 220 watt. 50 hertz frequency. Okay, so F is 50 hertz. Now calculate the current in the circuit. So first thing we need to find out is current. And second, calculate the voltage across the resistor and capacitor. VRMS across resistor and capacitor means voltage across resistor, voltage across capacitor. This is A, B. Next is the algebraic sum of this voltage more than source voltage? Means you have to check that whether the algebraic sum means VR plus BC is it higher than the source voltage 220 or not. If yes, then resolve the paradox, means how it is possible. Okay, if it is higher than 220, then how it is possible that like the source voltage is applied of 220 and the algebraic sum of capacitor and inductor voltage across that is higher than that. Okay, so first let's see about the current. See, resistance R, C and B and F are given. Clear? So we have to find out the current. Okay, formula for current will be I equal to V by Z, that is impedance. If there was only resistor, I is equal to V by R. Okay, here there is resistor and capacitor. Clear? Here there is no inductor. So we have to, instead of resistance, we have to take impedance, that is Z. So first thing, let's find out Z. Okay, so formula for Z, that will be equal to under root of R square plus XC square. If there was inductor, it will be XL minus XC whole square. Here inductor is not there, so XL is 0. Okay, so what is R? Let's say R square plus XC. Okay, that is capacitive reactance. Okay, let's find out first XC. R is already given, that is 200. XC, that is 1 upon omega C, 1 upon omega 2 pi FC. Okay, so this will be equal to 1 upon 2 into 3.14. Frequency, that is 50. And capacitance, that is 15 into 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, so let's calculate it. 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 50 multiplied by 15. So that is 4710 and it's 1 upon. So 1 divided by 4710, it's 0.000212. I want to be more specific, 2123 into 10 raised to, it will be 6. Okay, so I can write it down 212.30, that is XC. Clear? Okay, now let's see Z. that is equal to under root of r square, that is 200 square plus 212.3 square. So first let's take 200 square, 213. Let's take round figure 213. 213 plus 200 square, that will be 40000. It's 85369 and its square root. That's 291.6 or round figure. Let's take 291.6 approximate answer. Okay, so the impedance Z is equal to 291.6. We found out Z. Okay, now let's focus on I. I is equal to V upon Z. So what is voltage source? 220 upon 291.6. So let's calculate it. 220 divided by 291.6. This will be 0.7545. So round figure I will write down 0.755 ampere. Okay, so the current flowing in this circuit will be 0.755 ampere. Okay, this is the first part that we have found out. Okay, A. First A. Now B. VR, voltage across or RMS value of voltage across resistor and RMS value of voltage across the capacitor. We know for resistor V equal to IR, so VR, this will be equal to IR 0.755 into resistance, that is 200. 0.755 into 200, that is 151. Okay, VR is 151. And voltage across capacitor, instead of R, I will use XC, capacitive reactance. So this will be IXC. So 0.755 into 291.6. Okay, so this will be equal to 0.755 into 291.6. This will be equal to 290. Sorry, 0.755 into 291.6. Sorry, we are making a mistake. We are taking 291. It's 212.3. Okay, it's 212.3. So 0.755 into 212.3. This is equal to 160.28. So round figure I will write down 160.3 volt. Voltage across capacitor and capacitor is 160.3 volt. Okay. Now the third question. It is that is the algebraic sum of voltage across resistor and capacitor higher than the source? So if I find out VR plus VC, that will be 151 plus 160.3. Right? This will be nearly equal to 311.3 volt. So yes, algebraic sum of VR and VC is higher than the source. So I can write down algebraic sum of VR and VC is higher source voltage. Now see how it is possible that it can be higher compared to the source. See the phase difference. The phase difference between the resistor voltage across resistor and capacitor will be 90 degree. Means in resistor, okay, the voltage and current both are in the same phase. Okay, but it's not in capacitor. In capacitor and inductor, in one case it is leading ahead by 90 degree, and in one case it is lagging behind by 90 degree. So the phase difference between the phasor VR and VC, it will be 90 degree. So you know that when two perpendicular vectors are there, resultant vector will be under root of x square plus y square. So resultant vector I can write it down under root of VR square plus VC square. That will be VR square 151 plus 160.3 square. Let's check its approximate value. 151. It's 22801. 160.3 is 25869.09. So let's take this plus 22801, and when I take its square root, it will be, sorry, there is one mistake. It's 151 22801 160.3 plus 22801. Okay, square root. It's nearly 220.22. Okay, when I add this square and take square root, it's 220.22. So round figure I can take it as 220 watt. Okay, it's 220 watts. So now you can see that in this case this is equivalent to source vector. So the only reason why the voltage is higher, that is because the phase difference between them is pi by 2. So we have taken the resultant of that. Clear? So this was about example 7.6. So note it down.